But then there was an incident. An incident that made me
Talk to me about this incident. Talk to me about this incident.
So I'm on the red carpet at the All-Star game, right?
It's a humble brag, okay.
You know, well, excuse me while I pick up that name I dropped.
Steve Dangle.
Doc.
How you been?
Well,
Been a minute.
Has been a minute.
Yeah.
Funny how a minute changes things.
Okay. Well, let me start with this.
Start with what? Let's start with the playoff spot. How about that?
Let's not start with the playoff spot.
No, we can't start with the playoff spot? All right, fine.
Okay, we're going to let you talk. It's okay.
I'm wound up.
The Leafs had a bye week. How did you spend your time off?
I went to St. Louis.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was the first time I had ever been in a city of the reigning Stanley Cup champions.
Wow.
First time in my entire life, Doc.
Okay.
I had to go to Missouri.
Okay. You could have gone to a
You ever been to the Gateway Arch?
I've never been there.
It sucks and it's terrifying.
No.
You gotta go up in this pod made of paper mache and these rickety stairs that look like a Rob Zombie interpretation of a Dr. Seuss movie. The Grinch, probably the Grinch. It's terrifying. I don't like it. Well, they have the Stanley Cup, and I don't. It's garbage, Faisal. Talk.
Yes, thank you. Signs of respect are important here, and I'd like to remind you of that, please. The Leafs didn't play, though, during the course of the week. Kind of felt like mid-April, I guess, right? You're kind of used to that. How'd that feel, not having a game for a long time to watch and, ride the emotional waves of?
Well, because they went into the break like a wet fart. They were terrible.
Okay.
They were like 5 points out of a playoff spot, and then the Panthers kept playing games, and they kept playing them, and they kept winning them. Yeah. Oh, they're losing this one. They came back and won it. It wasn't good. But then everyone stopped playing games. I started to come down.
Yeah.
And Doc, I got to tell you, my anxiety was waning. It was going down.
Okay.
Auston Matthews starts walking up.
Okay.
You don't know who you're going to get. It's basically eye contact, and that's your guy. So I've never met him before. I've met his mom.
Yep.
Met his dad.
Yeah, we've shared that story.
Took a picture with him.
Yes, you did.
So cool. Oh, yeah, I did talk about that.
They took a picture with you.
Let's
validate you for a second here.
I mean, listen, if you were me, you'd tell that story all the time. Come on.
And you do.
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah.
Locked eyes with Auston Matthews.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone was chirping his Ron Burgundy outfit. I loved it.
I loved it too.
You like it, I love it. St. Louis. Got the hair slicked back, mustache, looked good.
Okay.
Looking like team's leading scorer, goal scorer. Looking like a guy on pace for well over 50 goals. As he strides up to me, he extends his right hand for a handshake.
Yeah.
Do you know what's wrong with his right hand, Doc?
I know what's wrong with his right hand. Did you, in the moment, know what was wrong with his right hand?
He was wearing a brace. Yeah. I couldn't ignore it.
No.
So you know how I shook his hand?
No.
I grabbed it like this. It was the limpest limp fish because all of a sudden it felt like a personal responsibility to keep the team's best player from getting more injured.
So how'd you feel about that pressure put on you? How'd you feel in the moment? It just kind of happened.
I was literally shaking and trembling.
Okay.
That might have had something to do with standing outside on the red carpet in 1 degree temperatures for 2 hours. But I was, what if? I'm a strong guy, look at me, Jack. What happens if I grab his wrist and I yard sale the Leafs' entire season?
Yeah, confidence is a magical thing, and congrats on telling yourself you're strong. But you were aware in the moment, and I think that's what we need to remember here. You were aware in the moment, and while the handshake may have been embarrassing for you, there's a greater good that came out of not pursuing a normal, formal, business-type handshake. Do you not agree?
I agree. It's sort of...
So while you're putting all these thoughts in your mind, I feel like that's kind of unnecessary, and you're putting unwanted stress onto yourself because of this. I feel like you handled it the right way, and you should be proud of that. You should be, aware, which you are, of what you did to not further harm a player you deem to be the most important to this team's success.
I have anxiety, Doc. The awareness isn't the issue. It's hyper-awareness, if anything. The only thing that made me feel good, the next moment I was able to take a breath,
Yeah.
when he scored that empty netter against Nashville.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I think his wrist is okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it. I didn't damage him.
Can we talk about irrational confidence for a second, please?
Let's.
You wore a shirt with your face on it on the red carpet.
It's the best shirt I have.
Why?
Well, Doc, they say you got to stand out.
Do they?
Austin, they sure do.
Who's they?
Them.
Okay.
And Auston Matthews rocks up looking like a 70s news anchor. Just looking like, he looks like he hosts like a late 70s, possibly early 80s variety show.
Okay. Probably pretty good.
Yeah. Probably pretty good. With Auston Matthews,
Yeah.
I'd watch that. Dr. Austin, I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Dr. Austin was, nope, we'll work with it.
Yeah. We'll go with there. We'll deal with that in a bit.
He's confident. Jordan Binnington rocks up on the carpet. He's got a Mahomes jersey under his jacket.
That's not him, by the way. That's a different player, but that's okay. That's good.
I mean, I wear jerseys of different players all the time.
Right, but you chose to wear a shirt with
Oh,
your face on it. I think you
That's
lost
fair
where we were going here.
you
right?
gotta stand out, is what I'm saying.
So,
Dude, Xavier Woods, the wrestler.
Yeah.
Woo, woo. You a wrestling fan, Faisal? Doc?
No, we're not here to talk about me.
Woo.
Yeah.
He saw my shirt, and that's the reason we spoke. We bonded over it. He's like, you're a crazy guy. You got a shirt. I like that. So it was a tool that made me look like a tool.
Yeah.
And it was an effective tool. You gotta work hard, play hard.
Yeah.
That's what they say. That's another thing they say.
So ahead of our next session, I'm going to ask you to work a little harder. I'm going to ask you to wash that jersey. In fact, maybe dry clean that jersey. And so I want you to wash that jersey. I want you to put that on. And I feel like next time we meet, things are going to be better, Steve. Things are going to be better. They played one game since we met. And this is how you're feeling. I feel like you're being too hard on yourself for a lot of different reasons. You don't need to put that pressure on your shoulders. You don't need to.
God, you're good at your job. Where do you go to school to be a hockey therapist?
School.